Imagine waking up tomorrow to a world where China has completely stopped exporting goods. No smartphones, no affordable clothes, no electronics. Everything comes to a standstill. Shops like Zara and other retailers that rely heavily on Chinese-made products would quickly run out of stock, and cheap fashion would disappear. Sounds impossible, right? But what if it actually happened? Let's break it down. China is often referred to as the factory of the world, and for good reason. In 2023, it accounted for nearly 15% of global exports, producing everything from the phone in your hand to the sneakers on your feet. But what if all of that stopped? To understand the impact, let's first look at what China exports the most: electronics, machinery, textiles, and medical supplies. Now, think about how these products are intertwined with our daily lives and global industries. If China stopped exporting, here's what would happen almost immediately. Supply chain chaos would ensue as companies around the world, from Apple to IKEA, would face massive disruptions. Factories reliant on Chinese components would grind to a halt. Prices would skyrocket as limited alternatives make goods more expensive, hitting consumers hard. Remember the global supply chain crisis during the pandemic? Ports were clogged and shipping prices skyrocketed. Now multiply that by 10. That's the kind of shock we're talking about. It's not just consumers who'd feel the pinch. Let's talk about the domino effect on global economies. The United States, heavily reliant on Chinese goods, would experience inflation spikes, and businesses would scramble to find new suppliers. In Europe, Germany's industrial sector, which imports significant amounts of machinery and electronics from China, would face major setbacks. Emerging markets like India might see an opportunity to step in, but ramping up production takes time and resources. But why would China even consider stopping exports? There are a few scenarios. Geopolitical tensions could escalate into a major conflict or trade war. Alternatively, China might decide to prioritize its domestic market and move away from being the world's factory. But here's the catch. This decision would hurt China too. Exports contribute about 20% to their GDP, and millions of jobs depend on this sector. If this ever happened, the world would adapt. Eventually, countries would invest in local manufacturing and shift supply chains to places like Vietnam, India, or Mexico. Companies might fast-track automation and 3D printing to reduce dependency on external suppliers. The transition wouldn't be easy, and it would take years, but such a shakeup could also lead to a more balanced and resilient global economy. So, what do you think? Could the world survive without China's exports? Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. And don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell for more insights on the global economy. Until next time, this is Dennis with Global Economics Unlocked, unlocking the secrets of our interconnected world.